In this session, I'm going to briefly outline just one of the tools that is very powerful in e-learning that will make and speed up the process for creating and working on your courses, and that is the duplicate feature. So as we can see here, we spent quite a bit of time in designing the resources for week 1 and the various assignments and so on. So here I have, for example, group paper, and this has been defined to use separate groups and all that type of stuff for grading and other parameters. So one of the things is that instead of me having to create another assignment from scratch with all the parameters and all that type of stuff, I can simply use a duplicate feature, and that item will be duplicated, and also I can go in and then tweak just a couple of the settings to make use of it for my next section here. So to use that feature, all we do is turn editing on in the course, and then click, and to turn editing on, just in case you're watching just this video separately, you click here on the top right under turn editing on. Then we go here to the item, and then we click on the drop down and choose duplicate. Then this item will be exactly the same name. Now we can rename this and call it group paper number 2 or whatever you want to call it. And notice I clicked on the pencil here. And then this is inheriting all the properties that it had from before. So now what we can do is we can simply open it up, and we can just go and change a couple of the things here. So if you click here under edit settings, we can just go and change the description and add some more details to it. We can change potentially the due dates, but pretty much leave everything else alone unless you want to change something. So once it's changed, then that was just as easy as that to utilize and post the assignments for your students. So that was using just the assignment option. You can utilize this same tool for duplicating items for pretty much anything, whether, and particularly you'd utilize it maybe for forums. So you're going to have on week 2, you're going to have a forum. Well, we can duplicate this and then just change the wording for that content. So that forum has groups and all that stuff. So I can just duplicate it and then simply drag it down here, let's say to week 2, rename it. By the way, that's how you move stuff from one week to the other. Simply drag them over. And then here, again, the same way, I can go and change the properties for it, like for the discussion here. So just click on Edit Settings and tweak this the way you want. And then we click on Save and Return to the course. So that was a duplicate feature. Now, since I'm here at this point as well, I'll just show briefly, or for emphasis, another trick here is that you can prepare the course ahead of time for your students, and you can hide complete sections of the course. And the way you hide the complete sections of the course is by clicking on this little icon right here, the hide topic. That goes and hides everything within this block. To unhide it, simply click on it again, and it will unhide all the items. Make sure that nothing is grayed out, because that will not be available to the students. Also, keep in mind that you can switch the role to the student role to see what the students see. Another tool that you can utilize here, and this is more like tips and tricks at this point for our tutorial, is that you can highlight a specific topic for a specific week. Let's say now we have moved to week 2, and I want to kind of show the students, okay, we are in week 2, we are actively working on week 2. You can click on this light bulb icon here, and you can highlight this topic. So basically, it puts a different color to this block. And then as you move from one topic to the other, of course you'll be going down, you can enable that and switch from one to the other. So that's another key option to utilize in your courses.